two of them.
Falkirk up at the top of the table despite having key players injured on a weekly basis, and today is no exception. Kevin Christie, Andy Laurie and Kevin James all missing from the lineup with Steve Tosh suspended. But if the manager is looking for inspiration on the field, he'll look to Big Yogi. John Hughes played a captain's role against Inverness last time out, scoring the equaliser in a 1-1 draw. With one defeat in 7, lifting Queens to 5th in the table, it's no surprise manager John Conley was linked with full-time posts at Ross County and Inverness. The Queen of the South fans will be delighted he is still at the club. Steve Bowie misses out through injury, and while his absence is a blow, Queens will look to John O'Neill to add to his 8 goals from the midfield. Referee for our top game is Scotland's top whistler, Hugh Dallas. The only team out with the Old Firm with an unbeaten home record take on the side considered to be Scotland's best part-time outfit. Falkirk have conceded just 3 league goals here at Brockville all season, but after a 1-1 draw at Palmerston in November, they know there could be a tough 90 minutes ahead. Long ball forward looking now for Peter Weatherson into the middle, and an early chance for Queen of the South, and Derek Lyle really should have taken that one. Oh, his head is in his hands. The flag stayed down on the far side, and that was a real opportunity after a minute or so for the visitors. And really, when he looks back, he'll wonder how he managed to miss. McAlpine sends it long for Weatherson. It's 2 against 1 here for Queens. And that one is Scott McKenzie. He's done well to get the ball back to Darren Hill. A potentially dangerous situation, and here's Lyle now. Still, a chance for Queens. Lyle drives it in, wide of the post. And that's 2 chances Queen of the South have created in the opening minutes here at Brockville. McPherson finds Lee Miller. Miller very much on his own out there. McPherson provides some help, and Samuel, he's done well to turn round his man here, Colin Samuel. A drive, perhaps a wee bit ambitious, but a good move by Falkirk. Nice turn by Samuel, and if the shot had been a target, might have made it a wee bit better. Now Mackenzie. John Hughes wide down this side. There's Miller in front of him. Miller's come short looking for the ball. Nice turn by Lee Miller. Good run too by Colin Samuel. Let's see what the cross is like this time. All the way across the face of the goal, but McQuilkin with a chance to shoot. And now Owen Coyle. Is there a way through for Coyle? Is there a way through for Henry? John Henry's done well. Into the middle of again. Miller opens the scoring for Falkirk. One of those chances you felt Queen's defence should have cleared, but perseverance from Falkirk. John Henry in there, back it came, it found its way to Lee Miller, and his shot didn't have an awful lot of power, but it was enough to beat Andy Gorham and give Falkirk the lead. Well, holding, says Hugh Dallas. Stephen Rennie penalised, and Queen of the South now with a free kick. Our big men come up from the back. Lyle plays it in looking for John O'Neill. This is a chance for Joe McAlpine here. He hit it fairly well. Darren Hill behind the ball all the way. Coyle flicks on. Samuel trying to get another flick on that ball, but Mark Kerr tidy it up, and now for McQuilkin. As Falkirk come forward once more. Jamie McQuilkin into the penalty area. Henry there, Miller there, and Coyle! Second chance for Falkirk. It's now 2-0, and the second opportunity past Andy Gorham. He made a great save from the first one. John Henry, the goal scorer for Falkirk. He scored against Queens at Palmerston, and he's done it again here at Brockville. Falkirk now leading by 2-0. Samuel, and now Miller now, the space at the edge of the area for Lee Miller. He could have a go himself, not a bad effort. But certainly had Andy Gorham at full stretch, despite the fact he didn't quite have the power Lee Miller might have wanted. Certainly made Andy Gorham pull out another decent save. Miller. McPherson looks now for Samuel. Now Samuel, has he got the other side of his man here? Colin Samuel drives it into the middle. Goal number 3 for Falkirk. Owen Coyle taking advantage of the great run from Colin Samuel. Didn't make it look so easy for the third goal. Out came Owen Coyle, side-footed the ball into the net. And even at this stage, it looks as if this game is all over as far as Falkirk are concerned. They now lead Queen of the South by 3-0. Now Lee Miller didn't quite come off, but still Falkirk in command. And Hugh Dallas's half-time whistle sees an emphatic response to Falkirk after losing top spot last week. It was everything Ian McCall could have asked from his players. Goals from Lee Miller, John Henry and Owen Coyle have made it at half-time here. Falkirk 3, Queen of the South 0. Well, it looks at the start of the second half that this game as a contest is over. It's certainly hard to see Queens taking anything from this one. They'll be playing for pride. Falkirk will be looking for more goals over the next 45 minutes. Into the middle from John Hughes and out once more. Lyle will clear the danger for Queens, but still they can't seem to get far. John Hughes. Henry forward, Miller, and Samuel. Is there a chance now for Colin Samuel? In goes his shot, and in goes goal number 4. Well, if Queen of the South wanted to keep things tight for the first couple of minutes in this half, they haven't succeeded, as Colin Samuel adds number 4 for Falkirk. Ball at his feet just inside the penalty area, and the shot inside the left-hand post of Andy Gorham. If we thought this game was over at 3-0, it certainly is now. No help for Eric Payton in front of him. It's all very tight. McLaughlin picks up though for Queen of the South. Atkinson forced back once more. McQuilkin sticking to his task. Mackenzie with a poor clearance. Weatherson, good effort from Peter Weatherson. Certainly the best of the second half so far for Queen of the South. Now Payton. Eric Payton's a good run, decent effort, came off the back of John Hughes. And now Falkirk come forward. Owen Coyle, space in the middle for him on that side is Lee Miller. Now Lee Miller has a chance for number 5. Colin Samuel wraps it up. A fine sweeping move by Falkirk. Owen Coyle out to Lee Miller, and then the ball inside to Colin Samuel, his second of the game. It's now 5-0 Falkirk. Samuel picks up once more for Falkirk. He's in the hat-trick, Colin Samuel. Might have to do this all himself as he picked up his own pass, but Jamie McQuilkin helps out. McQuilkin, Samuel, space inside the area. A good shot from Colin Samuel. This time Andy Gorham right behind it. Kerr looks to this side for McQuilkin. Now, Jamie McQuilkin, can he get the cross into the middle? Trying to take on maybe one defender too many, but pulled back by Brian McLaughlin. And now a free kick for Falkirk in a very dangerous situation. It's going to be McQuilkin with a free kick to the far post. The header off the crossbar by Miller. That's as close as Falkirk could come to number 6. And still they come forward. John Henry trying to get something at the edge of the area. Beaten to it by 2 defenders, but Lee Miller there out of luck. His header coming back off the crossbar. Henry now picks up for Falkirk. Coyle helped him out. John Henry still there. Well, he seemed to have done well, John Henry. 2 defenders round about him. And indeed, he'll win the free kick for Falkirk. In it comes, back header. Andy Gorham at his best from Owen Coyle's back header. Andy Gorham had to look alert there. The ball coming down, it might have hit the bar, might have gone in. But he couldn't afford to take a chance and just tipped it over the crossbar for a corner. McPherson, as always, with the corner into the middle. It's Queen of the South head got to the ball, got it clear. McQuilkin loses out. There'll be a throw in for Falkirk. And this has been nothing less than a comprehensive victory for Falkirk. A late Christmas present for the supporters. 3 goals up at half-time, and 2 of those goals were added. A couple from Colin Samuel in the second half. Lee Miller had a couple of very good chances. It could have been so much worse for Queen of the South. The final score at Brockville was Falkirk 5, Queen of the South 0.
Yeah, but it was a great performance with the boys. Second half, I thought they were magnificent. Some individual performances were top class. Unfortunately for us, that stand was full of people from other clubs, bigger clubs, so let's hope nothing happens there.